Hello again, quilters. Well, the final stitch we're going to be learning today is our satin stitch, which is going to be used for those little noses. And so as you can see, I have already done my outline with a back stitch around the outline of the nose. And so now I am ready to begin the satin stitch. And to do that, I'm going to come right up next to my outline stitch there with my thread, and I'm going to do this at a little bit of an angle. I just like on these little noses to have a bit of an angle on them, kind of like you would do if you were making a leaf shape. So there's my first angle, and then my next stitch is going to come up right next to that stitch. And go down on the other side right next to it. And really that's all there is to it, is just coming up next to the previous stitch, up one side and down the other. The one thing you do have to be careful with a satin stitch is not to pull your thread too tightly. That will cause your piece to kind of get bunched up, and you just want to pull it so that it's nice and smooth as you're going. It lays kind of flat against the previous stitch. I do like to use a satin stitch when I'm doing a fill, like on these noses, or doing the leaves on a flower, or sometimes flower petals I'll do on a satin stitch, but it gives you a nice finish. And the main thing is just to make sure that you're coming up right next to your previous stitch and going down right next to your previous stitch. So I'll just continue working my way across my nose there, and you know, sometimes they don't come out perfectly perfect, but it's a carrot after all, and most carrots are not a perfect shape, so, or what I would consider a perfect shape. So when that happens with my stitching, I just tell myself I'm making it more realistic by not being perfect. Like I said, I'll just continue on till I get to the other side, and I'll finish it off just the same way that I've done the other stitches, where I'll tie off the thread on the back side and have it nice and secure. But there we go. You're ready to go with your satin stitch noses on your snowmen. I hope you have fun with that, and will share your finished work with me so I can see what you're doing. Again, if you have any questions or comments, suggestions for videos you'd like me to do to help in the process of making your quilt, do contact me either through my Facebook pages or my website, and I would love to hear from you and always enjoy seeing what you're doing. So happy quilting!